ground. This is Joe Mixon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
He was brought down by...
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a give to Mixon. Mixon with a first down and more. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. Burrow's 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? But a long one, and he can't connect. Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Ernest Johnson.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
2nd and 7. Now a handoff. Johnson. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
A 3-yard gain.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Taylor. Taylor hit. He lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. 30, the 20, 10. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown.
Bengals.
So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And it's now a 7-0 game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Desmond King now to return it. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
From the 29, Taylor into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the Chargers' 38-yard line.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Nixon will try the right side. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
And 12.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Off the play fake, here's Taylor. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Taylor. And the catch made by Johnson. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
To Mike Williams.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
First down, Los Angeles.
throw again. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Taylor. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Tyrod Taylor keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Partner, wasn't that long ago that when I talk with these NFL coaches about different innovations in the college game, you can see their eyes roll and they just shut down right away. Don't bring me that Joe College stuff. But guess what? The college game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah, and these guys, when you're seeing the option defensively, you got to stick to your assignments. I know that's cliche. They didn't do it there.
And option football means exactly what you just talked about, assignment football for defenders. And that drives them crazy because you have to think your way through a play as opposed to just reacting and making the play.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score. And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Open man is Uzama. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. A big play there for Cincinnati. 58 yards.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
When Hunter Henry entered the league, people were really looking for him to establish himself as one of the best tight ends in the NFL. Ability to run and catch and make plays in open space, but the biggest obstacle he's had is just staying on the field. Ended up missing all of 2018 due to injury. When he's right, he is one of the better tight ends and better targets in the AFC West.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
He was covered by Trey.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw again. Taylor. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now Taylor on 1st down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Yards on the pickup.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Taylor now to throw on 3rd down. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown.
Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Hunter Henry in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Chargers have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Chargers 14. Bengals 7.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the 1st half as they'll kick this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Phillips on the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Taylor and the Chargers come up 1st and 10 at the 20. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And caught by Henry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And just a yard to go here on second down. They go play action now. Taylor. It's complete to Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Trying to drop one in, but it's incomplete. He was looking for the Pro Bowl wideout Keenan Allen there, and that'll bring up second down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time. Forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On 3rd down, Taylor. Able to find Deion Kane, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 45-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Off the draw, here's Johnson. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down. Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
And I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. From the gun, it's Taylor. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
I enjoy watching Keenan Allen play. Such passion, such drive, such physicality. 104 receptions last year, 1,199 yards, 6 touchdowns. He's made 3 straight Pro Bowl appearances, in addition to 3 straight seasons, over 1,100 yards receiving. I don't know how you rate him, but defensive players, they rate him awfully high.
He gets this one to Johnson. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Taylor. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. William Jackson with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 27. He'll throw from the gun. That's complete to John Ross. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Out of bounds.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the gun again to Mixon. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
2 yards.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's got his man, Boyd. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first.
38-yard line.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone. So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly, and this one could be coming back. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Burrow. And that'll be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And his throw is incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, it feels like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Desmond King picks it. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Chargers.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is going to get out of bounds through the end zone, and that will go as a turnover as the defense will get it at the 20-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
At the 18-yard line.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Burrow now, a big spot for the Heisman Trophy winner. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Derwin James with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Nine yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Now, that was a designed run. Now, remember, if a quarterback goes feet first, he's protected. But if he dives head first, he's not. On that play, he figured the risk was worth the reward.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right, where you are. That's in your favor as well. Keep it up.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
To return it, Darius Phillips. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
On the return, the Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. There he goes right side. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive. And now here is another interception. Derwin James with a pick. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And a short gain here, down to the 22. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Again, it's Johnson. He's got the first down inside the 10 and down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line. Yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Dearness Johnson, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Good.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end? And my goodness, another interception. Picked by the rookie linebacker, Kenneth Murray. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. So how about that? You draft him in the 1st round back in April, hoping he'll make some plays for you. And now look at this. Instant dividends. A pick 6 in his very first NFL game.
Put that ball on the mantle at home, young man.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And now here is another interception. Derwin James with a pick. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
The ball carrier
sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.